G'day and welcome to part 2 of my fun adventures with this smart Rubik's Cube known as the Go Cube. In the first video, a bunch of you actually asked how I got this, the bag, and the shirt. Is this something that you get if you order the cube? And unfortunately the answer is no. It was a special package that I received since I'm showcasing the Go Cube as part of the Red Bull Rubik's Cube World Cup. But I wanted to say that because I personally have a lot of bags and a lot of shirts, I'm happy to give this away. So how about if you order the Go Cube using my affiliate link, which a handful of you have done, which I'm really grateful for. I will randomly pick one of you and send this to you for free. There'll just be a form in the description of this video if you just want to put your details, and I'll probably get you to take a screenshot or something of maybe like the confirmation of the order page or something like that. I promise, by the way, that I have not worn this shirt. Like, I have not. It's medium size also. If you are not medium sized, then I am sorry. But this bag is multi-sized. Oh, and of course that applies to people who have already got the cube, like using my link. You can fill in the form as well. Okay, so having spent nearly 2 weeks with this cube, I'm going to tell you a bit more about what I've learned about it, but also I am going to compare it with probably the other main smart cube that's out there on the market, and that is the GAN 356i. There are a few versions of this out now. There's a sort of cheaper like play version that doesn't have an accelerometer, I believe. But look, brand new, my friends. I'm going to unbox this. This was courtesy, of course, of Daily Puzzles, my cube sponsor. I'm actually going to open this first because I need to charge this guy, and I don't know how long it's going to take to charge. Didn't realize you were going to get a bonus unboxing video, did you? Alright, maybe you did. I'm probably going to end up putting it in the description or title or something, so yeah. Oh, cool. So I got the first one of this when it came out last year or something, and this is V2. This is the second version, by far the most expensive product that GAN has, and GAN already has pretty expensive products. Dude, double quality control. How many times does it need to pass? It's so light. It's incredible, actually. Yeah, so really similar in feel to the 356X, but a little bit different. There's something about it that feels a bit cloudy is the word that comes to mind. Like the tiniest fraction slower than like the normal X when it comes out of the box, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. This is where you charge it, and this, that's right, you get a really, really nice pouch with this, actually. I quite like that. And this should be a USB charging cable. I think it's a micro USB port. Yep, there it is. So while we go into the Go Cube, I'm going to charge this guy, and hopefully it'll be good to go when we get back to it. Be back in 2 seconds. Later. So in the 2 weeks that I've had this cube, what do I think about it? Well, in short, I quite like it, but it is a bit of an unusual cube. Oh, by the way, this thing is fully charged and it says 86%. That's one thing about, I don't know if it's just my cube, but the battery level is never accurate. Having said that, the battery does last fairly long, so it hasn't been a problem. It's just, yeah, it just hasn't always been accurate. I got a PB of that time, which is so close to a sub 10, and I was really annoyed. Except when it got posted on, so hang on, I think if you go over here, as you can see, it says 10.5. So I'm not sure why that number is different from like the number over here. I'm inclined to think that 10.5 is more correct. I'm going with that just to make me feel better for like not getting a sub 10. I've now let my daughter and a few other people use the cube as well, so my average time isn't very accurate anymore. But yeah, in general, it's a really nice cube. I still stand by my summary from the last time that it's going to look really nice on your shelf. One of the nicest things to do is just to make it light up and just like stay lit up. Yeah, when it looks like this, it's just so pretty to hold and to just look at. Like, it's just completely like the wow factor. Solving it for long sessions is actually not too bad. It does start to feel heavy after a while because, you know, it's got lights and the battery and all sorts of, you know, tech that's inside of it. And then when you go back to a normal cube, it makes a normal cube feel really weird because, you know, it's all like smooth and slightly pillowed, this cube. So yeah, let's do a quick solve. So as fun as that is to do lit up, it's actually a little bit hard. I thought I might be able to solve this in the dark, but sadly you can't, and that is because red and orange look extremely similar when the lights are off and like the lights just trying to like shine through. Probably a simple thing for them to fix. So GoCube, look into that. It'll be so cool to just be able to solve this in the dark. But you know, like when there isn't a lot of light, like in the car on a long trip or when you're out camping or whatever. But what's been super cool about this cube, and the reason why I actually really wanted to make a part 2, is this. I realized that these games, there's so much more that's really fun. So I demonstrated that guy and that guy. Oh, and yes, I am going to finish this video with a little music performance, as I teased in my last one. I promise, just watch to the end. But these other ones are really cool too. So let me just demonstrate them all really quickly so you can see what they're like. So Paint It is getting you to make a cube mosaic, but with one cube. So let me show you what I mean. Let's make the traffic light. So that's the first one, and here we go. So that one's done. And that, back to blue, that, and then one like green. No, this one. Oh wait, I did it. That. This one. No, this one. Yep, and then finally this again. There you go. There is a little trick about having to like orient it right, but otherwise, yeah, I thought it was a really like fun implementation of like, you know, making a large mosaic. And then there is Simon, which is a memory game. And so Simon, well, you know, after Simon Says, I guess, white top, red front, and here we go. Okay. It's just like a repetition, and that tells you how long it's going to go for. So this one's going to have like 12 moves in total that I'm going to have to remember. Now, in this earlier stage, it doesn't actually matter which way you turn. As you can see, you can go like L or L prime, and it's totally fine. But in later stages, it does get a little bit harder. All right, let's speed this up. All right, last one. See if I remember this. It's getting really long. All right. Yeah, boys! Woo! And now this cube is very scrambled. But probably the most creative one of all is this, the maze. So check this out. So look at that! Look at that! So the purpose is to get that little ball through the maze. So you're using gravity. And, oh, and it's not easy. So you see the way. No! And I've gone back to the beginning. Yes, I'm really not good at this. Olo is much better than me, so you gotta be quite careful with how you hold it, and then when it goes over there, whoa, it's suddenly going really fast. So yeah, like, it's really cool, because it actually feels like you're doing it. I mean, like, you're literally, you know, holding and turning the thing that you can see on screen. No. No! Yes. Go that way. Where am I even going? So, I'm not great at this, but it is very fun. Yes, we're nearly there. Hey, there we go. That took way too long. It is such a clever implementation of the fact that this cube has an accelerometer inside. So yeah, I've just been very impressed with how much you can get out of this cube. These games have quite a bit of like, you know, playability in them. And that's not even mentioning like getting onto leaderboards, you know, all these different ways that you can time yourself. It's really quite cool. All right, I think that the gun is nearly finished charging, but just cause we can, let's have a little battle with someone. So I'm just going straight to expert, and I find that I don't often get matched up with someone who is an expert. All right, Hunter, let's do this. So the main thing that feels like expert about this mode is how long you are given to scramble the cube. Like, you do not have a lot of time, whereas in the other modes you have longer to scramble. But like, surely that can't be what makes this, you know, expert mode. Oh, also, you have to wait till it counts down to 0. I did not do that the last time, and it just happily told me that I got an epic fail. Like, that's actually what it says. Which my son loved. Like, yep. He obviously loves seeing me fail. Sorry, Hunter, but I sort of beat you. Advanced stats, I cannot get enough of this. A 7 move cross, like I can definitely improve on that, but otherwise pretty good with my F12 pairs, and pretty fast as well. Like I can see, which pair took the longest. My last layer, I can definitely improve on as well. Actually, before we get onto the gun cube, how's this for some more bonus content? This guy. So this is the Giiker, or the Giiker, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it. Another smart cube that came out, and I wasn't initially planning to because I've always had a lot of issues with this, like the sensors sort of not like registering turns, and so I would finish solving the cube, but then my iPad or my phone would tell me that I haven't. But I did charge this because I thought, hey, we can give it a go and see what it's like. So yeah, so Supercube is what this app is called. Don't know why you wouldn't just call it like by the brand name, but here we go. So let's just do a hand scramble. As you can see, it's registering the turns. So it doesn't, I don't think it has an accelerometer, so it doesn't know like, how I'm holding the cube in 3D space. And then now if I just start turning the cube, it'll be good to go. You can scramble as well, by the way, but just want to show you that. Okay, here we go. And that is what happens to it. So as you can see, I solved this, I don't know what the time was, but it registers the cube as still being in that state. Now, it doesn't happen all the time, like 1 out of every, I don't know, 5 solves, like it actually works. I don't think necessarily means that it's a bad cube. It just means that I have a defective one, but I don't think I'm the only one. Like I've heard of quite a few other people who've had this issue as well, and so I honestly did want to, include this and review this, but yeah, it's just not really cooperating. It does have a lot of nice functions, like, sort of similar games to the Go Cube. I could maybe try and return it, but I think it's been over a year now, so I'm just not sure about how warranty is working with this thing. Okay, here she is, and one thing I'm noticing that is different, I think, from version 1 is that it lights up. I can't remember if the first version did that too, but that's a nice touch. I guess just indicating that it's actually charging what's there. But yeah, let's see if that, I don't know how long it's been, has given this enough juice. So of all the apps, this one is probably the worst. Sorry to say that. Connect Cube. Yes, let's do that. Shake to activate cube, turn on the phone Bluetooth, connect the smart cube. So let's shake the cube. If you're wondering why this is looking weird on the iPad, by the way, it's because this is actually being designed for phones and not tablets. Meanwhile, GoCube and Giiker have like a tablet version of the app, but this one doesn't. Anyway, Bluetooth is on. Detecting smart cube. Shake, 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 shake. My friend, why aren't you connecting? You're ruining my entire video. Alright, I did it. I was just meant to do like U and U prime moves to sort of like activate it, and I didn't realize that. Oh, and the battery is not great. Yay! And suddenly the battery is better. Okay, my friend, so here it is. So just, straight up, this app is pretty terrible. Compared to the others. But I mean, let's have a solve. Which one is it again for solve? So, I mean, like personal training maybe? Scramble. Okay, yep. And then from memory, I think I can just start whenever I want. Yep. Cool, let's do that. And there it is. So straight up, don't like that. But man, I like the cube. It feels just like a GAN cube, and I'm always accused of being a GAN fanboy, but there's a reason for that. They feel really, really nice. This 100%, hands down, feels like a proper Rubik's Cube. Like when you're training with this, you can train for like, WCA comps. Probably not as much with this. This one, I mean, it looks like it's smaller, but it's actually the same size. I think it's because of like the rounded edges. In my hands, you can really tell the weight difference, like side by side. This guy is a fair bit heavier than this, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I actually would recommend this over this guy, and I'll explain why. Let's just have a bit more of a look at what this app has. What's AI teaching? Whoa, that's cool. That's a lot like, wait, let's just jump over to this. That's a lot like this, that Academy thing, right? I actually wonder who copied who, because there's like progression through that. It's so similar to this. Like, look, start of the cube and you just like go through this thing. Cool. So I guess they both have that option with like teaching. Let's do a little online battle. Okay, let's do this. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Ah. Nice. How do you read that? Giiker, I think. Oh man, my Chinese is so bad. So this shows stats as well. As you can see, it was 57 move solve, 1.4 second cross. That's pretty nice. 6 seconds for my F2L stage. That's a slow that's right. I fumbled on my Giiker. How annoying is that? If I could like speed up my PLL, I'd be a lot quicker. And you know what? That's about all there is. What the Gun 356i does, it does very well. It is a brilliant smart cube. It feels just like, yeah, someone put like a brain into a gun cube. And so it feels really, really awesome. It's nice for training and everything. So let's sum it up for you guys who are making a choice. And by the way, yes, I'm still gonna do my musical performance at the end of this video. If you have the choice between these smart cubes, I cannot recommend this because mine just doesn't work. If you've got one that works, great. Say something in the comments about how amazing the Giiker cube is. I can't say that with any truthful honesty. These two are amazing, but I think they're just made for different audiences. I think that this one is for more maybe serious, like you're really just after like improving yourselves and that's it, like, you know, for competitions and all that stuff. And this one's just a lot more fun. So which one should you get right now? If you were gonna buy one of these, you should get that guy. Do you appreciate my amazing revelation? You should definitely get this guy now. Again, like I said in the last video, it does cost a pretty penny, so if you don't want to use my link to buy it, that's totally fine. I'm really, really okay with that. Don't feel bad at all. I'm just grateful that you're watching this video. Oh, and just to remind you, if you get this and fill out that form that's linked in the description below, you can also, how long will I give for you to? Maybe like in a couple of weeks. I think that's a good amount of time. So like 2 weeks from today, I will look at everyone who's filling the form with like proof of purchase. And I will pick one random person to give this to, the Red Bull Rubik's Cube World Cup bag, as well as a medium-sized shirt that I believe is unisex inside. So yeah. So once again, in summary, more serious, more fun, and yeah, sorry. Okay, music time.